Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back, everyone. This is going to be our video number 32. And just a little quick review. Yesterday we talked about the mudaf verbs. What that means is the last two letters of the verb are the same. For example, like radda, like ra, dal, and dal, or wadda, wow, and dal and dal. So these are the last two letters are going to be identical. So those will be mudaf verbs. So today, now we're going to be talking a different category. It's I went ahead and wrote down the verb that we're talking or concentrating about right now. It's fa'il thulathi mujarrad, meaning that the verbs that are constructed of three root letter words. And then it's mujarrad, meaning that it's nothing else is added to it. So at this stage, it's just as is. And later on, other things will be added to it. So it will no longer be mujarrad. And then it's called mithal. Mithal is, this is where we have a waw and ya added. This is the first letter for mithal is, let me write it here. The first letter is either waw or ya. Okay, so these are words that are constructed with waw or ya as the first letter, and most of them are going to be dealing with the letter waw because in the Quran most of these are letter coming. There's not a whole lot of them with the ya. There are some, but our focus is on the most common and most repeated words in the Quran. So therefore, most of them are going to be with waw. So let's go ahead and give the examples, inshallah. And then it's going to be on the pattern or on the wazn of, remember we talked about fa'ala, meaning the fa kalima, ain kalima, lam kalima. Don't forget that. Fa'ala, these are our this is basically our template that every verb is going to fall in this category, the three letter, the root, and then it changes into mudari. But so we want to keep it on that pattern. So it's going to be, since we have to deal with waw, so now it's going to be wa'ala, wa'ala ya'alu. This would be the mudari. Ya'alu, ya'ilu. Sometimes it's going to be ya'ilu, ya'ilu. And now that's depending on, as inshallah you guys get better and better, then you can recognize it. This only comes with practice and then how you figure it out. And if not, you can always, as I always say, refer to the dictionary, Quran dictionary, or there's another book, I'm sure I showed it to you guys. It's called 501 Verbs Conjugated. And that is a really good book to have. Let me see if I can go ahead and get that for you guys. Okay, so the first book, I think I've showed you guys this book that I have that I always use. It's called Dictionary, of course, that has to do with the Holy Quran, the Arabic to English. And hopefully this is coming the right way. This is Dictionary of the Holy Quran. And this is the back, and this is how big it is. It's pretty big book, or dictionary, I should say. Okay, and then the other book I have, this is the actual verbs conjugated. This is by Barron's Foreign Language Guide. So this has 501 Arabic verbs that I bought a while back. And again, really good books to have, because in this book, you will see that these verbs are fully conjugated. What does that mean? It means that it gives you the maldi, it gives you the mudari, it gives you the command version, it gives you the ism fa'il, it gives you the ism maf'ul, and then it gives you the majhul version as well, meaning that it's something that it's not like the person is not in front of you, this person is not doing it, so there's something that's already been done. So and then verbs are conjugated in that version as well. And then it has a lot of verbs, and a lot of these verbs are in the Quran. So I recommend that you guys should go get this book. I have nothing to do with these books that I'm showing you guys. I'm not getting any kind of money from them, but I just like to show you what I have that I've been using all along. So inshallah, this will help you guys going forward. All right, I went ahead and put our lines on the board so we can, separate our maldi and mudari verbs. Just keep that in mind. We always follow the same pattern. So I always give you the maldi and then mudari and then the amr or the command. Then we have the fa'il, the one who's doing the action, the doer, and then the actual verb, which is fa'il. So let's go with the first verb it's in the Quran. It's repeated many times. It says wadara. Let's do a different color. So no, that would be blue. Let's try the green. Wa the ra. Now notice the first letter is wow, and this is the whole category of verbs that we're dealing with. That it falls under mithal, meaning that these verbs starts with the letter wow. Okay, so wadara means to leave behind, and I'll give the meaning at the end because we have a space to write it. So right now we just do the maldi, and then mudari was what's gonna fall on the same pattern. So ya'alu, so wadara. Now there's something here. Keep in mind, in these verbs, when it comes to the maldi category, present tense verbs, the wow is dropped. Okay, the wow is dropped, and then we just bring the ya. Okay, like so. So it'd be wadara, then it becomes yadharu. See, the wow is gone. So now we have the ya, and then the zal, and then the ra, yadharu. And then it becomes dhar, with sukoon on it. And then it becomes wadhir. Sorry, this is supposed to be. Okay, wadhir, and then wazr. Yeah, we can see this. All right, so give the meaning here. Means to leave behind. Let's see if I can. To leave behind. So it's wadara, yadharu, dhar, wadhir, wadhr. Okay. Now the next, I don't like this green. Let's pick another color. Let's see how this works. So the next verb is wada'a. 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 So we go on the same pattern as this one. It becomes, remember the wow is dropped, so then you go straight to the dad. Yeah, da'u. Okay. And then it changes to da'. Okay. And then wa there. Notice how the wow comes back. And this is not to worry you and all of that. It's just to learn what's going on and then be aware of how the changes happening. Inshallah, as you do more and more practice, this becomes a lot easier. And in the beginning, it becomes like overwhelming. There's too many things to remember, too many patterns, too many forms, too many this and that. But I used to be the same way. But alhamdulillah. And of course, if we don't practice it, we forget. And sometimes, yes, I do forget sometimes too. So I have to refer back, you know, to the book and see what's going on. But our goal is to learn, inshallah, not to, you know, worry about all of this different patterns and whatnot. Wadir, okay, so we did the wadir, and then the last one is wadr. Wadr, okay. So in 3 areas, in Madi, in ism fa'il, and then in the fa'il itself, the waw is present. And then in Mudari, and then the Amr version, the waw is gone, is dropped. Okay, wada'at means to put or to set or to place. To put, set, or to place. All right. The next one we have is, now notice these are the root letters. And in an area where I think that I need to give the root letter, then I will go ahead and give that if it's something different. But these are pretty, you know, forward, so you can figure out these 3 root letters. The next one is waqa. So this becomes yaqa'u. I always have to check, make sure. Yes. Yaqa'u. And then this becomes qa. And there's a sukoon. And then it becomes waqi'. And then becomes wuqu'. Wuqu'. Sorry, don't ask me why this becomes wuqu'. Like I said, sometimes these words go through some changes, and then the actual verb is something else. So the spelling, it changes a little bit than the normal way. But okay, so this means, where's my marker? This means to befall, something that to happen, like waqa, waqi', something that to happen. Okay, something is about to happen. All right, next one we have is, I think we have room for one more, and then we'll clean the board and come back. The next one we have is wahaba. Wahaba. And then it becomes yahabu, yahaba. Yahabu. Wahaba, yahabu. Yahabu. And then it becomes hub. And then wahib. Okay, and then we have wahb. Okay. So wahaba means to give, to grant. To grant, to give. All right, let's kind of quickly go over, repeat everything we have here. We have wadara, means to leave behind, to leave. Wadara, yadharu, dhar, wadir, and wadr. Wada'a, to put or place. Wada'a, yada'u, da', wadi', wad'. Waqa'a means to happen, to befall. Waqa'a, yaqa'u, qa', waqi', and then wuqu'. Last one, wahaba means to grant, to give. Wahaba, yahabu, hab. Wahib, and then wahb. Okay, let me clear the board and we will back inshallah. Okay, next word is wajada. Yajidu. Then becomes jad, I believe is jad. No, this one becomes jid. And then it becomes wajid. And then it becomes wujud. Okay. And the meaning is to find. To find. Okay, remember this is on the same pattern as wuqu', wujud. I think there's another one, maybe, that might fall on this pattern. But anyways, so the next one we have is waritha. Yarithu. So this should be rith. Double check, rith, and then becomes warith. And then it becomes waratha. Waratha. All right, and then this means to inherit. To inherit. Okay. The next one we have is wazara. Yaziru. Yaziru. And I think it's zir. Zir. And then it becomes wazir. And then wizr. Wizr. Okay, wazara means to bear, to carry. To bear a load or carry. Okay. All right. And then we have, let's see, I'm gonna do one more on this page and then we do 3 more and then we're done. Okay. Wasafa. Yasifu. وصف يصف صف. And then it's wasif. And then it's wasf. This means to describe or ascribe. To describe or ascribe. Like when they're ascribing something to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that's what that is. Wasafa. Yasifu, sif, and then wasif, and then wasf. Let's see. No, they're not going to fit. So I'm going to go ahead and erase this and we'll be right back. So we have wajada, yajidu, jid, wajid, and wujud. Waritha, yarithu, rith, warith, and waratha. I want to make sure that this is waratha, yeah. And then wazara, yaziru, zir, wazir, and then wizr. And then we have wasafa, yasifu, sif, wasif, and then wasf. All right. Next word is wa'ada. Ya'idu. Ya'idu. I think it's a'id. All right, and then it's wa'id. And then it becomes wa'd. Wa'd. Meaning is to promise. To promise. Okay, and then we have, and then I'll have to tell you about this word a little bit. So this one is waqa. It's read as waqa. But the root is waw, qaf, and ya, but it's pronounced as waqa. And then it becomes yaqi. And then command becomes qi. Notice this is just a letter, the letter qaf. The letter qaf, but it has a meaning. Qi, means to save us, protect us, save us. Isn't that amazing how just that one letter means that, to save us? When we recite the dua, ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا, nas for us, وقنا عذاب النار. So anyways, and then the wa'il, the other one, the ism fa'il, will becomes waq, waw alif, and then qaf, waq, and then waqa, wiqaya. That's actually wiqaya. Wiqa with the ta marbuta. Okay. And I already give you the meaning. So this means to protect, to save. To save. Okay. I just want to make sure. Let's see if we have anything else. Okay. And I think that's pretty much it on this category. That's a ثلاثي مجرد, مثال, meaning that the first letter is either waw or ya, which we've pointed that out, and we've covered these words that we just did. These are the ones that are repeated in the Quran in that form, and now we know the maldi, the mudari, the amr, which is the command form, and then also the fa'il, the doer of the verb, and then the actual verb itself, how it comes, it shows, appears in the verb form, the word itself. All right, inshallah, I think we'll stop here for this lesson until our next lesson, which will be talking about the same category, but then now the next video will be on ajwaf, meaning that the middle of those three root letters, the middle one will either be a waw or a ya. Okay, until next time, salam alaikum.